I've worked on this one quite a bit since the last video. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. Some of the stuff we'll see if I got enough light here to do this, but so it looks much smoother, as you can see. I continued using this red disc I got here. It's really nice and aggressive, and it takes the wood away, and if you're using it at a good angle, it doesn't scar it up too bad. Of course, if you let it get away from you, it'll dive right into it. But and then the next one I use is, this is called the 24 grit, and it's just the grit has got a permanent bond to this disc, so really the grit wears smooth versus sandpaper where the grit wears away and falls off. It's just kind of nice because then I can just take my wire brush and I hit it up and I can clean it free and get some better performance out of it. So that's nice about those metal ones. And then well, actually I should say is this leaves a really nice finish. I could go from this right into my palm sander, excuse me, without any issues. But I do use another disc, and this is just this one's 36. I have up to 60, and again, it really gives the shape to it. Trying to get this bowl where it seems like there's a big glare off it for some reason. It's not this white, honestly. It's not. It's darker. But so what I think I'm gonna do now is I was gonna mix up some epoxy and just try to fill some of these bigger holes, and thought it would look nice for one thing, but also I figure it'll just help make it solid all the way through. So I was thinking about doing color. I got a bunch of color here. I thought about adding something betcha black would look cool. Do I got any black left? Yeah, I do. Black would look really cool. This is steel, but it'll look black in there. I don't know if I have any true black left. I did a big project and I used, I think, all of it up. Wait, is that black? Charcoal. I think I'll actually go with the steel, but I do got a charcoal which is darker, even more darker. Yeah, I'll use the charcoal. Just dump that whole bit in there. Rid of this hardener here. I would recommend, if you do use this stuff, measure much more appropriately. You know, I kind of wing it, but you take your time and weigh it out, and God, that's the last time I used that. So like I said, it mixes up really good. Yeah, it's funny because I've used this stuff quite a bit, and it's definitely not as dark as I thought it was. I had a pinch more. I can hear the kids inside the house like wrestling or they're laughing. Hopefully they won't let the animals out.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, hon.
Is it okay if I hang out here?
Yeah, I'm making a video. She got some epoxy on her face.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Who? This one or that one?
the little one.
Oh, puppy, come here. Come here. Puppy, come here.
I'll just do this and just drizzle it in here. Let it soak into the cracks, and then I can sand all the excess off tomorrow. I'll probably do the same thing on the inside, but I think I'll do clear on the inside. That way it doesn't look like it's got a stain or something. How's she doing, Jeej? I thought the dog got epoxy. Yeah. Brownie, run around the other side.
Yeah. Let's put it back inside.
So the epoxy heats up as part of a chemical curing process, and because of it, it's creating an area with a lot of bugs. You're fine, just don't hit the camera.
Right.
Try to get it right into the cracks, that way it overflows it. Like I said, I can sand all the extra off. losing my light pretty quick here. Just dawned on me, you guys probably didn't really enjoy seeing that because you saw it all from the backside. These little bugs are landing everywhere. So definitely some epoxy came through, which is fine. I'll fix that up. Gage, not against the door.
I know, I just realized.
Probably kick it against this wall.
Against what?
Against that wall.
Yeah.
It's all brick.
Get over there. Kick it at 3.
Just a quick glimpse of it the next day. It's still got a couple spots that are a little wet, but what I'll do probably tomorrow, I'll let this sit up another day, but I'll sand all these off and I'll still have a little crack left in some places, and I'll probably, actually before I do that, I think what I'll do is I'll go through and hit like this big crack here. I gotta add more epoxy. I didn't add tape. I totally forgot to do the taping, which led it to bleed through, but it's not too bad. You know, some of these, that crack there was pretty big, but it's coming along. So I thought I'll throw this up on a video, and then in a couple days when I sand it, I'll probably do a finish video of me sanding it and trying to get it polished up. So that's that for part 2. Pretty uneventful, but there was a lot of work that was done between videos. Probably another 4 hours of sanding and grinding, and it was broken up over multiple sessions. I would work on it for a little while and get interrupted or whatever, and just you know, I'd put it down for a day or 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever the case may be. But yesterday I worked on it a good while. Well, excuse me, the day before I worked on it a good while, and then yesterday I worked on it to the point where you saw me finish what I did yesterday. So I'll let it cure up. I got some spots I want to touch up to make the sanding a little easier. And then that'll take a day or two to cure solid, the epoxy, and then I'll sand it again. So my goal is to really sand it very well and get a very glossy finish out of it. The Sycamore looks pretty cool dark. It almost looks like boy, trying to think of something, something like a walnut almost. But the Sycamore is very, very pretty regardless. It's such a light colored wood that some of the grains don't stand out as well as they do when you get them stained or something, or poly or something on there to make it stand out. But until then, folks, I hope you have a great day, and thanks again for watching. Bye.